Booyah.
Hello,
and we're back.
I'm actually here for a full episode.
On time, for sure.
Nah,
First one.
We have a full house today.
I hate that we missed. We had something big or something nice set up for it in between, but unfortunate circumstances. But we will. I think that'll be a cool thing to continue with.
Yeah,
one day we'll get that done.
Nice shirt, by the way.
Thanks, man.
I
Did
think
they went? I don't.
Phillies went 2-1 in the series with the Marlins.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say two things right now, really, really early. One, I know we always say this at the end. When I say sign up for Steadypicks Premium, I was watching the Phillies game. I know you've done this before. Yo, Nick, you got any plays today?
Yeah.
I hit this man up 2 days in a row on the money. He was like, the first one was I think Phillies was playing the Marlins.
Yeah.
He didn't like it.
Yeah.
And you kind of saw we had like a 10.
I like that about
lead.
him too. Like he'll be honest. Like if we want, like, yo, what about the Phillies? He's like,
I know it looks good,
yeah,
but
yeah.
he was like, he'll break it down.
Yep.
He gave me like some stuff I didn't even understand. Percentages, there's a 10% minimum here. Blah. He gave me this whole text of like why they didn't like it and they're staying away from it. We actually was 10. I think we were up like 10-1 in that game in the ninth.
God damn.
We almost blow the game off our last pitcher, our closer, or whoever it was. What was it, like 10 points? Came up like however many points it was. So even though it didn't go the way he thought it was, like just him saying it and all that. Last night, the Warriors.
Did the Phillies win yesterday?
The Phillies lost.
They lost
it, yeah.
With the lead.
With our pitcher,
lead.
our reliever came in.
It was 4-2.
Yeah, bro. One pitch basically changed the game.
Have you got, bro? Betting baseball is crazy because
Shit just be changing.
I had like a $3,000 parlay off like a $50 one. All 6 hit. The 7th one, the Phillies lost. I was like,
betting. I will say it makes baseball more entertaining.
Oh, for sure. It makes everything.
He locked me in with multiple bets over the weekend. Minnesota plus
you're not doing
96.5.
like...
No, nothing crazy. It's just the fact that on the money,
they're winning.
They all slap.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to say is sign up for Steadypicks Premium, man. Sign up for Steadypicks Premium and you get all those tools to like really, it could be like a stock for you. Like if you just put money and you want to bet like on a professional way, just shadow their picks. They have a winning track record. You can look at it. They give you all the proof, everything like that. Sign up for Steadypicks Premium. And while you're doing that, head over to Caesars app and use promo code BradyBagz DYW for exciting new customer offer. Bet $1 and double your winnings on your next 10 wagers. You can hit the link in the description for more information. Terms and conditions apply. Always bet responsibly. Gambling problem? Question mark.
Responsibly.
Always bet responsibly. I don't even know what I said.
That was
I'm trying to
Washington
read it.
High School there.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
That was crazy.
What did I say? Responsibly?
Responsibly.
We'll have a parlay in this week. We did not choose it yet, but we should have a parlay in this week. Check the page out.
Kurt, that was your moment, bro.
Thing,
you were shining, cousin.
I'm trying to get to the show. I know y'all don't care about this part. I'm trying to get to the show.
All right.
But
that's what pays the bills, man.
This is true.
All right. You guys want to recap 314 real quick? Just the main
certain
card.
parts. What we got?
Just the main card.
Okay.
Dominic Reyes, we said he was going to sleep this man. Dom slept this man.
How exciting was that?
Yo, what a resurgence, man.
Yeah, I'm very happy to see Dom do what he's doing because he was on a nasty little skid. To see him now, he's 3-0 in his last 3 fights, all by finish.
Yeah.
Did you feel like he deserved a bonus?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
What happened there?
He one punch knocked him out like Connor did Jose.
Throw another $50,000 at the man. Throw one more out there.
It's nothing to them.
Nothing.
Great job for Dom.
Yeah.
We got to get him back in the war zone though. And we got to get his skills up.
He was on a buddy of mine's podcast recently, a dirt bike podcast. He's fucking my man rides. So
does he?
Yeah, Dom. Yeah,
I'm gonna hit him up.
Yeah,
see
he rides.
If
he rides.
Not that he'll come up to ride.
No, but yeah, he definitely rides. Next fight, Bryce Mitchell, Gene Silva. This was
I was torn. I mean, this is kind of I think how we thought it would go.
Yeah.
Unless Bryce was able to have success with an early takedown. Gene Silva's legit, man. He is him.
I do want to give you your credit.
I thought he would have got knocked out.
Yeah.
He got fucking choked.
He's a wild man.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know when he's on the cage. He's
very entertaining.
He's a wild. But Bryce, like I said, one thing I do respect, Bryce Mitchell is a man all the way through.
Yeah.
Even in defeat, it's
he
just
kind of had a tough intro. When they announced him,
he
was
was like
this.
Yeah.
And then he went,
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that shit was good.
In the name of the Lord.
Nah,
It felt like he was playing pity pat.
Yeah.
Look,
But
like he
honestly,
wasn't sitting on no punches or nothing.
I honestly would rather see Gene Silva against the best in the world than Bryce Mitchell against the best in the world. So I think the better man won, and Gene Silva is entertainment.
He's on his way up to the top.
Who did Bryce fight before Gene? You on a losing streak right now?
No, he won.
No, didn't he get slept by
No, I think he beat Kron Gracie.
I can't remember.
He got slept by Josh Emmett. Yeah, that was a bit.
Yeah, before that it was slept by Josh Emmett, beat Kron, and then now lost to Gene.
Yeah, and then before that, lost.
But you look at his losses. My bad, it's John.
Is it?
Yeah, it's John.
He lost to John Silva, right? And he lost to Taporia, and he lost to Josh Emmett. Those are 3 killers.
Yeah,
I mean, he's not losing to shit competition.
No,
so.
not at all.
Yair did what I thought. Did what you thought, I think. Everybody thought.
He beat the shit out of him.
Unfortunately, we're getting Pitbull at the later stage of his career. Pitbull was very good if you did watch him in Bellator. But it just goes to show.
Levels?
There's levels. And because even Yair's not at the top. You know, so imagine if Pitbull came in against somebody like even higher than him, he would have got fucking assassinated.
Yeah.
Michael Chandler, Paddy Pimblett.
Belt
to ass.
Took his belt off and put it to that man's ass. Belt to ass.
I think he exceeded everybody's expectation in this fight, and mine included. And I think he really, like, I think people have had the blueprint towards Chandler, like, you know, survive the big shots, and you can probably like outpoint him or catch him. But man, I mean, I think he really showed like how non-diverse Michael Chandler is at this stage in his career.
Is that what he's lacking? I'm about to say, what is he lacking? What is Muscle Mike is lacking something? It's not hard.
I think
Mike.
Yeah.
Good.
I think he's fallen in love with what everybody does, right? Being a power puncher, being a pure boxer, being an entertainer. And he got away from what mixed martial arts is, which is winning the fight, mixing it up. You know, like. You just got to put the fan expectation on the back door because you're putting your career on the back door at the same time. Like I think he's fallen in love with the image of being the world's most entertaining fighter, and I think he's gotten away from what being a martial artist in the UFC, trying to be a champion, is about.
Do you think you can still love the sport like this? Taking losses, like can you still?
You're getting fat paychecks.
But my thing with Chandler is he prides himself on being like this entertainer, but it's like, brother, you're losing every fight.
He's falling into the tough category, right?
It's
Tony Ferguson.
He's tough. I'm tough. I'm an entertainer. But when's the last time you won a fight? Your 2 fights that you won were against Tony Ferguson on like a 7-fight skid, and then Dan Hooker before tattoos. Somebody said that. I'm like, Dan Hooker after tattoos is a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. What do you think about them saying Paddy has fought a combined like 13-fight losing streak between his last 3 opponents? 0-8, 0-2, 0-3.
That's also not Paddy's fault. You know, they're trying to build Paddy, and Paddy's going out there and doing his job. I thought he lost the Jarrett Gordon fight. But besides that, like for him to go, yes, Chandler's at the later stage of his career, but Paddy looked really good, man. But as far as Chandler, he fell in love with the entertainer. Like, I'm the most entertaining, this and that. And then, like, bro, it's biting you. Because at some point, you can entertain all you want, but if you're 0-5, like the UFC can't keep putting you on. You know, he was gassed after the first round.
I know. When you look up at the clock, I was so disappointed,
bro. He's
first round.
The way he looks, everyone looks at him. They're like, he's fucking in shape.
He's got no energy.
That shit, brother. You have no body fat. You have no energy.
Yeah,
you're gassed. You have too much muscle for 155. Your entire training camp is probably eating no carbs. And you go out there, you look great, but then you perform like dog shit.
Yeah. You know, it's funny you said that because it reminded me. I was going to be like, I was going to text you too. Like, man, I think he's too big.
Yeah.
Like he's got too much muscle.
Bro, he's cutting way too much he's cutting way too much. He probably walks around close to 190, 195. Yeah. Like he's jacked, but he's also short. So he has to, like, I'm short from 170 and I'm like 3 inches taller than him. So he's got to cut that. But it's like, bro, like, I don't know. It's going down for Michael Chandler, unfortunately.
And now he's outside the top 10. You're going to get all the new prospects.
Because he was winning. Because the guys he was losing to was Charles and the best guys. Now it's like Paddy's coming in and it's like, you're starting to lose to the guys who are on their way up. That's not a good look.
That's what I was going to say about Paddy. Like, how you just said it's not his fault that he's fighting. Like, the losing streak. I'm like,
not his fault.
Like you said, he's fighting the top guys. He's on his way down. But you can't jump over him either.
Yeah.
It's like he's coming down the stairs. You're going up like, you're going up there, bro. You about to find out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you could as we pass, we get it in. That's all.
I'm becoming a fan of Patty's.
Yeah,
no, Patty's
I didn't like him at first. I like him now. He's grown. And after meeting him in London, he was super cool. Yeah. So he's grown on me.
Question for you: the guy that afterwards, I don't want to say his name because he's a corny, that started yelling at Patty. You think they'll match them two up? After the fight, the guy that was yelling at him in the back. I don't want to say that. He ain't getting that respect out of me.
Colby and him got into an altercation. No. Patty's going.
No, not Patty. I'm talking. My bad. I need to reiterate what I meant to say. Chandler and Colby. You think they would match them up? My fault.
Bro, I don't know what you're saying.
Are you saying
Colby
Michael Chandler?
I want to say Michael Chandler.
Yeah, Chandler.
Yeah. See, there goes my moment. I fucked it up.
Colby and Patty had a moment afterwards. You're saying would they match up Colby?
Yeah, and Chandler. I fucked up. My bad.
I didn't see that. What happened?
Colby was just talking shit to him. Like
he's staying relevant,
bro. He's trying to stay relevant. Like you're a fucking bum.
Yeah.
And Patty's on his way up, and you're trying to steal some of his stardom. Like kick rocks. Dude just had the biggest fight of his career. And you're trying to stay relevant.
All your guys are 0-13 or whatever, their last fights and all this shit. So maybe him versus Chandler or something.
I think
Chandler should move up to 70.
Yeah. Battle the losers.
Yeah.
I was about to say that's the bad part about being in the UFC as a character. Because now that character has nothing else to latch on to.
Yeah.
There is no adversary. Like you got nothing. So now it's like you could tell Colby is just trying to go on your coattail or he's trying to go on that
grabbing
anything he can get
this.
Because you're not a real person versus people like Michael Chandler or motherfucking people that lose but they still can get fight. Like how the fuck this guy still getting fights with 4 losses? It's because he's a real being. They're trying to give him a shot as a human. This character is no longer needed. There is no Kamaru left or Marty Usman shit. You know what I mean? So
it's all dying now. On to the best part. I was fucking falling asleep on the couch. I'm like, I'm staying out for this fight, and I'm so happy I did. Watching Volk.
Proud of you, man.
I was struggling. I was tired.
You went out a couple times.
Struggle bus. I fell asleep a few times on the couch, but watching Volk get that one back, it got a little sketchy at certain moments, but that's
got dropped.
That's vintage. But I'm happy to see that though, just to show everyone that he can take a shot by a big puncher and not get put out.
Yeah,
he's him.
You know the part I love. I love the stand in the middle of the ring. Volk said, "Yeah, let's do it." Crack
and bounce. I'm winning this fight.
I was like, that's IQ, man. Like fuck all that. I get it, but I'm way too seasoned to be doing that. He was shit. He said, let's do it. Crack the shit out of him and was out.
Winning the fight, backed out, and then the whole fifth, like same thing. Diego trying to get him to engage. Like, nah, bro.
How scary was it when he got hit in the eye?
Yeah,
we thought his orbital broke at first. Then it was like, oh no,
it was a knuckle in the eye.
That's tough to fight through. I've seen like one. I think Kell Brooks fought with a broken face, and you just knew it was fucked up. But I know just from people we know personally, everything. I know when that shit cracked, it probably be like, I'm fucking done, bro. I can't take nothing else there.
Happy for Volk.
Yes, I was watching.
Real quick,
I was about to say.
Teron Ennis, same night. belt to ass another person. Yes. So shout out to Boots.
Let's drop this right now because I remember watching the Volk fight. I know I always be tapping. My fault. Every time I do it, Dev look at me. And we were locked in. Like I shared that picture of Obama in the war room. The way he was locked in like that. And after that fight, I'm like, brother, like this is the most exciting sport in the world. I was like, we got to send somebody to fucking Newark. I talked to Brady. We talked to Nick. We jump on the chat. We're giving away 4 tickets to Newark. All right, 4 tickets. 4 people are going. It's probably going to be 2 and 2. Joe Pyfer's on that card. What is that? Marab versus Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, it's a good. It's starting. Yep, it's coming together. Nice.
Okay, let's.
Okay, yep.
You better
not be one of them 4 guys. You better not be going. I'm gonna bring you with me just so I can introduce you to Kayla afterwards.
I was gonna say let me go, but now I'm not.
You ain't going.
Fuck
you
no, I ain't going. But yeah, Vicente and Kevin Holland. Like I said, I guess let's get more people getting thrown on it.
It's a good card.
It's going to drop with this episode. Look out for the graphic and the post. The instructions will be posted. It's literally going to be so simple. A matter of following some pages. Obviously, the first year we gave away like an Xbox, we gave away the BKFC tickets, we gave away.
This is big.
And these tickets, bro, they're
expensive.
Listen, man, the guys are going to drop some bread on these tickets. They're not going to be.
Shout out to Steadypicks.
Again. But 4 people, like I said, it's probably going to be 2 winners, 2 and 2, because nobody wants to go to a fight alone. Yeah. But look out for it today. Make sure you play. 4 people going to Newark. Can't wait to see who wins.
Kurt,
what?
Mention.
You're not allowed.
If you're from Minnesota, if you're from Michigan,
local pickup.
Local
if you're a
pickup.
part of this show, you're not allowed to win the tickets.
Yes. It's either going to be local pickup or you're literally at the show. Like, you got to be in Philly,
Burner
New York. I'm not. If you win in Texas, you got to show me a flight booked or something like that. Like, you have to show me that you're coming. And I'm not, like, the resale shit and all that shit. Like, I would just prefer a local person wins. I'm sorry, this isn't one for.
Nah, fuck all
when we
that.
do, like, the fight kits and stuff, we'll enter the whole nation. But. Right, because we do got people in like California, Texas. Nick was telling me from followers and shit.
Yeah, if you fly in, then you'll get your tickets. No resale.
Looking forward to it. Can't wait to see who wins that. I'm excited. I am going to try and go.
Yeah,
despite the Kayla shit, but I'm gonna try and go.
All right, let's move on to this weekend.
Yes.
Where you guys want to start? You want to start on the prelims, or you want to start main card?
So there was a incident with Ahmad or whatever, who I think is fighting Evan Elder or was. It says canceled. I don't know if he got a replacement. I saw Evan posted something.
Gage Young, his name is?
Yeah, he got somebody.
I'm going to go with Evan Elder.
Yep.
Big fan of him.
Yep.
Nice guy, sweetheart. Trains his ass off.
Trains his dick off.
You know, moved and trains at the PI and whatnot.
Trains his dick off.
Crazy.
I was about to say, at the bottom of the card, I was talking to you about this over the weekend, is a fight. It's kind of like a pick'em. It is Timmy, what's his last name?
Kawamba. Timmy's good.
Versus Roberto, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this pulled up.
Romero.
Yeah, Roberto Romero, which we watched him come in short notice to fight David Onama. And if you remember in that fight,
scrap.
Yep, he actually he clipped him in the earlier rounds. I think, honestly, if it wasn't for, when you go watch that fight, just look at the first round, and I think that's the fighter that he truly is. But on a short notice, by round 2, he was gassed. I want to say it was like a couple days. It was very, very short step in. David Onama, definitely a solid fighter, but I think there is like a good that's a good toss up right there. Dude was like, watch the first round, like he great kicks, good striking. I like Timmy. I more so like Timmy's movements, but damn, why is this joint going off like this? All right, yeah, but I'm more so like his movement. Like I said, I like his strike. I like that he mixed it up. But that kid was good. I don't know, bro. I'm just pointing it out. That's a really, really good matchup right there. Instead of just skipping it over.
Also, Damon Blackshear. I'm going to pick Damon.
He's a good pick a lot of times.
But he's usually a very heavy favorite, and he's kind of he had a few where he's lost. So always just keep that in mind.
Damon is a minus 360.
Yeah, it's a pretty fat.
What's his name? Alaton Haley. I think his name is Alaton Haley.
I'm also going Damon Blackshear.
Matt Schnell and Jimmy Flick.
Matt Schnell?
I think Matt Schnell's going to win. But could be a trap, you know. Matt's been finished a good amount of times, but I am picking Matt in that fight.
I am and then they have Malcolm Wellmaker and Cameron Simon or Saman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the undefeated Malcolm Wellmaker. He looked good on the Contender Series. He's a Contender Series guy. He's 8-0. He's a little taller, like 3.5, 4 inch reach advantage. So
all right,
I'm gonna go with him.
Is Cameron the African kid?
Yeah.
South African. That's my South African.
Yeah, he's tough, man.
Yeah.
And then we got John Castaneda and Chris Gutierrez. That's actually a banger. I'm gonna go with John Castaneda though. I like his boxing better. But I think that's going to be
that's a good one.
I would take that fight to go the distance.
Chris got some nasty leg kicks. But this main card's good. Let's start off with Ikram and Andre Muniz. You wanna talk about that? A couple boys in your division.
I mean, I think it's going to be a good fight. I'm going to go with Ikram Aliskerov.
100%.
I think he's going to get the knockout. I don't see Andre Muniz really being a big threat at the top. He's tough. He hits hard, but I just don't think he has enough skill on the feet to stand with a guy like Ikram.
I thought he had some promise early on in his career, but then he's kind of took some losses where you're just like, why are you losing to these guys? But Ikram's good. He got, obviously, his last fight, he got knocked out by Whitaker, but Whitaker's Whitaker. Like, Whitaker's only losing to a few people, and they're the best in the world.
Do you think he saw that coming? I think that was very surprising that he got knocked out, or no?
Who?
Ikram? Yeah.
Did he see himself getting knocked out?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can I word this?
I mean, look, he's been flatlined before by Hamzat.
Right.
I'm sure it's in the back of his mind. It's always in the back of all of our minds. Like, you don't ever want to get caught, but no, I don't think he went into that fight thinking that was gonna happen.
I didn't think that would have been the outcome that he would have thought. It shocked me.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't think he was going to knock him out.
Dude, Andre hasn't fought since 2023. He got TKO'd by Paul Craig. Well, he lost to Brendan Allen, got subbed by Brendan Allen, got TKO'd by Paul Craig, and then he beat Junior Park.
Yeah.
But, so, yeah, I know Ikram's a huge favorite, but I would take him by finish, 100%.
I would too.
What's the next John?
Randy Brown.
Randy Brown.
Not being biased.
Correct.
This is a tough ass fight.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's a very tough fight.
Yeah.
Best route for Randy, I guess, would be you got to make quick work of this.
Or stick and move, like.
True.
But he can stick and move. You got to be able to stick and move for 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I think Randy could knock anybody out, but Dalby's got a gas tank. He comes forward.
He's been weaponizing it
which
lately, right?
Kind of could play in the Randy's favor. If he's coming forward the whole time and he's just getting sticked with fucking teep kicks and jabs and long weapons from Randy, it could work out very, very good for Randy. I'm going to pick Randy, of course.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a...
You're going to try to grind him out, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Randy has subs, though. Like I said, there's little things that Randy can do for sure.
I think this is a fight where, because he's so... he's tall against everybody, but if he uses his long weapons and his kicks, and he's able to, like we said, stick and move, I think he'll make easy work of Dalby as far as the decision goes, and maybe catch him in there. I could see him front kicking him, knocking him out, but yeah, it's a tough fight.
He can't let Dalby just grab him.
He can't let Dalby hang on him. Can't let him put him on the cage, which has been something that Randy has struggled with.
His last fight.
But yeah, I'm picking Randy as well. Obviously, that's our boy. We got to go with him, and I do think that he can get it done. So let's hope that the best Randy Brown shows up. He knows his performance last time. Like he understands. Like he cut weight the wrong way, whatever his reason was, and we'll see coming back. And I think he'll get the job done.
I think Randy has one of the best 1-2 combos in the UFC.
Randy can.
It's fast.
Yeah, good volume sometimes when you put it together.
That guy right there.
Another middleweight fight: Michel Pereira, Abus Magomedov. It's a great fight. It's tough. I think this is a very evenly matched fight, and the sense of like they're both big, strong dudes, both tall. Pereira's looked good here. If Pereira grapples, I think he will have the edge on Abus. I think Abus can grapple, but I think he gets very fatigued. Obviously, so did Pereira. I don't really know, man. I think I would take this fight to go to decision. I don't think somebody's going to get finished in 3 rounds here. And if somebody does, I could see Pereira getting the finish. So I think I'm going to lean Michel Pereira.
I'm leaning Pereira as well. I'm having a hard time picking, though, but I am just going to give him like a slight lean.
Do you think he was kind of getting that boogeyman feel at middleweight? Do you think it's been humbled?
I think so.
Yeah, but now he's back to 3-round fights. I think he'll shine in a 3-round fight for sure.
I think Abus is.
And also just shows you how good fucking Fluffy is. Fluffy's good, bro. Fluffy's very good. This is a weird fight, but a sneaky good fight. Giga versus David Onama. Giga had the boogeyman feel for a while, and then
Giga kick and all that shit.
Calvin Cater shut that shit down.
He tore something, right? He went out on injury and came back for one fight so far, right?
Yeah, he tore something in his knee.
He lost to Honor Island.
I'm picking David Onama, honestly.
Because he can mix it up a little bit more?
I think he can mix up a little bit more. He can fucking strike on the feet, but he can also wrestle. I just don't think Giga has those other options. Like, it's either Giga kick or bust. So
yeah. I thought Giga looked good his last fight. I'm going with Giga. I like David Onama too. I think he's really good. But I just feel like what's his face in his last fight? Who did he beat? I forget which fight it was. He beat Arnold Allen. Well, he fought Arnold Allen, lost, and then obviously he beat Alex Caceres. I don't know. I lied. I'm going back to David Onama. For some reason, I thought his last fight was a little
questionable about that. I was like, come on,
yeah, I'm gonna go David Onama. I do think this fight is very close, though. I think it's gonna be a point fight. But yeah, I'm gonna go David Onama.
I'm gonna hit this guy's last name real quick. It's Anthony Smith versus Yang Ming Yang. That looks pretty close.
I feel like that was a good way to say it. Yeah.
Ming Yang.
They got that at the end?
Ming Yang.
No, that's the co-main event, brother.
No. Tapology. They got his last name as Ming Yang?
Yeah.
Because they got it as his first on this one.
Why'd you say like
Ming Yang?
Well, they always do.
Fuck out of here.
I feel like for other countries, they
put it first?
Maybe not. Maybe not, because they didn't do that with Giga or nothing.
If he was from Philly, What's your name?
Yeah.
Man Yang.
Unfortunately, I'm probably picking him to knock out Anthony Smith.
If you just go look at his Tapology. I'm not saying I know who these guys are.
Is this the guy that beat Tuco?
Brother.
Yeah.
Everything.
Oh, dude!
Look how many round ones it says.
Oh, he beat Ozzy Diaz too. I remember watching that.
Yeah, it was later in the fight.
Yeah,
right?
that dude can
crack, right?
That's a lock.
Yeah,
is he from China?
Yep.
Damn. Yeah, that dude.
China got some. Even the dude, Alagatelli, whatever his name is.
Yeah, but he can actually he moves good.
Yeah,
he cracks,
he's good.
He kicks hard. Yeah, he's a bad dude.
If somebody wanted to take Alex Smith, is there anywhere where you could say, "Well, Alex Smith"?
Who the fuck is
Alex Smith?
Yeah, the
quarterback.
Play for the fucking Niners.
If somebody wants to take Anthony Smith, is there any reason you could vouch for that pick?
No.
Nothing.
I don't know.
Veteran?
I mean, maybe he can try to grapple, but I just don't see him having the wrestling skills to get the fight down.
Zhang looks strong.
He does look
bro.
strong.
He looks strong as shit.
Yeah. I don't like this fight for
the Chinese have like one of the best Olympic weightlifting teams. Like he looks like, bro, he looks strong.
Like they better than America?
No, of course not. No one's better than
Fuck
America.
out of here.
Ian Machado Garry versus Carlos Prates. Ian Garry. Unfortunately, I'm going to pick Ian to win this fight.
It's not unfortunate.
It's not unfortunate.
It is.
It's good for the division.
I think
this ain't beef. Man.
I think Ian is just an all around. He has more ways to win than Carlos does. Obviously, Carlos could probably knock him out. But yeah,
I'm torn with this. One.
I think Ian finds what Ian knows.
I think he's gonna be able to run around.
Ian knows how to win. He'll fucking run.
Yeah,
and like I said, clinch you when it's necessary. And
that was me slapping Justin's hand and running. That's because that's what he does.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go Carlos Prates. I think you got to take the momentum. I think he has the knockout power.
The team has.
I'm not, and I'm saying like this as a 50-50 thing. I'm not trying to convince anybody to go all on Carlos. I'm torn between the fight. I think Ian Garry, I think it's like a 60-40 where he's probably going to be able to outpoint him, avoid the big shot, get the dub. But I think I'm going to take the chance as an underdog. Is he an underdog?
Slight.
I think you got to take the underdog. You got to hammer it. And I think you got to take Prates by knockout because Ian Garry has gotten dropped by guys that do not hit like this dude.
That's true.
Ian Garry is a -130. Carlos Prates is
I would just take Carlos Prates, however you say it.
We got to figure that out.
I think it's Prates.
I switch it every time I say it. Like every two,
Prates.
I just go back.
Isn't Prates like some kind of like a meat? Or no, it's brats. Isn't it like brats? Like
Bratwurst?
I think so.
You don't have a good brat? Are you?
Nah.
Did you guys see what
pork?
I'll kill it.
What Prates is doing? There's a terminal cancer kid out in Kansas City. He's meeting up with him, bringing him to the show, shaving his head and off.
No
he wants him to shave him. Yeah,
I remember. I think Pereira did something like that with a kid before.
Yeah, I know. That's awesome.
One thing I will agree with Carlos Prates is he did respond to Ian Garry talking shit. He said maybe you need to get the fuck off the internet, and I'm here training. And it just seems like Ian Garry is just online talking a lot of shit. Somebody text me something about him talking about you.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, Brady's boring. You know what I said? I said most family men are, man.
He didn't say he said, wasn't talking about my fighting style. He said, I'm a boring person. I said, brother.
Who
the fuck said that?
I got kids. I said most family men are boring, man.
But you also do. The funny thing is, I went and took a look. I took a gander at Ian Garry's record.
Good word, man.
Ian Garry has one finish in the UFC.
Yeah.
One, maybe two. No, he has two, but he has one bonus.
Yeah.
His last, he lost his last fight. Fights before that were all split decisions. This guy talks about how, he's the best fighter, and you're not. You're not, and the only reason people talk about you is because you do stupid shit online. Outside, they're not talking about you because you're fighting. They're not talking about you because how good your fighting is. You have other shit going on. I'm not going to talk about your family, but you do stupid, weird shit, and people talk about that. That's the only reason this dude has buzz. So, listen, man, at the end of the day, if he wins this fight, and I don't know who's, 155 is just like 170. Everyone swears they're getting a title shot. If the UFC tells me I'm not getting the next title shot, and if I'm not getting Shavkat, and Ian wins his fight, me and you can fight, and then whoever wins that can get the title shot. Because he swears he's like, I deserve. Well, he thought he deserved the title shot after losing to Shavkat, which is insane. Yes. He literally said, I'm mad the UFC didn't call me. You lost. Lost your fight. What are you talking about? And yeah, so
but I don't understand where he's going with like you're boring.
He was like, who would you rather see fight below, me or Sean Brady? He was like, Sean Brady doesn't do like, he's not like saying like I'm not like on the internet, pretty much acting like a fucking dickhead. Like I'm 32 years old, brother. Like you go on the internet and act like a little kid. Like you have a child. You shouldn't act like a child. But anyway, he's talking about he deserves a title shot after losing to Shavkat. And if he beats number 13, fucking Prates, which the math ain't mathin', my boy. So yeah, I just give like I don't like Ian. Like Ian pisses. Like,
yeah, I mean it's understandable.
He says,
yeah, that's cool.
He gives me vibes though, like he talks a lot, but when you're like some of the other conversations, you see, when you see him in person, it's just it's bullshit.
Yeah,
it's not like you're not worth a fist. It's not that deep, but
he's not about that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Speaking of people who deserve fucking title shots, what is going on with the fucking Islam? There's three, 4 people saying they're promised title shots.
I just don't like how they're skipping Armin, bro. Like, because I know he pulled out of the fight and he had a hurt back, but it's like, bro, get him back in action. With
and Armin's also saying he's willing to fight somebody. He's willing to fight for the #1 contender.
Yeah.
So he wants to fight.
Yeah.
I heard Islam on Rogan saying like it's either if Islam. Ilya was on Joe Rogan said he said I'm fighting for the title whether it's against Islam or if Islam moves up. He's like I'm not fighting anyone else.
Bro, he said he would wait.
He said I'm waiting for the belt and that's it.
Now
I like Topuria. I watched that whole interview with him and Joe Rogan. I like that dude.
Mm-hmm.
He's a smart, solid dude. Like
his mentality.
No, he's smart.
Yeah.
He's smart. And the way he was talking about fighting and like he was like these guys go out there and they want to like Chandler, like be an entertainer. He's like, I go into the fights to dominate. And I'm like,
he said to win in fashion.
That's the way. That's the way you want to. That's the way you want to fucking fight.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. That's motherfuckers not on the internet.
Yeah.
Really
So, but yeah, Charles is saying he deserves. Like Charles isn't. He just lost right before that.
Yeah.
To Armin. So, and then who else?
You got Armin, you got Charles, and you got Ilya all kind of claiming rights to a title. I'm like, damn, how is this going to play out? What's going to happen?
Maybe they should rematch Charles and Armin as a 5-rounder because remember their fight was only 3 rounds. If that fight was 2 more rounds, could look a little bit different.
Now, I agree with that. I think that makes most sense. And you should give Topuria the title shot. He's undefeated. Like,
which I asked this last week about like jumping the line and this and that. But if you're let's say you're talking business with the UFC now, like, look, I'm willing to leave my title only if I get a chance to I feel like if that's your negotiation, that's right. But to just say, oh, I'm leaving, I'm going to division, and then just with expectancy in your heart, you just, I should be able to fight the champion because I was a champion. No, you need to negotiate that.
Well, hopefully he was guaranteed something like that. Because
and he said he was promised a title
for him to give up his belt, like you're no longer a UFC champion anymore. Like so, like you lose a lot of shit when you do that.
Yeah. To swing it back to Volk, you think Volk would have wanted to win it that way, or do you think?
I think him and Topuria are probably cool. They've seen each other a bunch.
He wants that back. He did say he wants it back.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. But Topuria said he's not coming back to 45, so that's gone.
That's cool. I know we talked about the fight, but for Diego, where's that leave? And Diego put on a fucking great performance. Like he's gonna be a champion.
He's there.
Bro.
He's right there.
He's gonna be a champion.
He's gonna get it. He's gonna get one more win and get another title shot. Like who else are you gonna recycle to fight Alex? Alex beat everybody but Topuria. So who else is there?
Yeah, I don't even.
You're gonna give Max another 4th shot? Like and after he got knocked out by Topuria.
Well, I think Max is staying at 55. I'm hearing a little birdie in my ear saying that it's going to be Poirier and Max number 3. I'm
not thrilled for that.
Is that the retirement fight?
I think Poirier beats him.
He won the last one.
Yeah.
At 145,
he beat him twice.
All right, look at it's got to be because Volk's beat everyone besides. There's some guys. There's Arnold Allen coming up. There's Mozart coming up.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Mozart.
Yeah, so he's got some guys up there.
Yeah, I mean Mozart is the only guy he has left to beat that I'd be interested in. Arnold Allen, I don't think anybody expects him to win, so it's like
who was Aljamain just calling for? He wanted Mozart still or something?
I think he was saying he wanted to fight. No, he wanted to fight Arnold Allen.
Oh, no, I thought he said Diego name.
He was asking for who the fuck was he asking for? I don't know.
I did see some sort of clip where he was saying, and he's respectful. He's like, I'd be interested. Like he wants to fight the best. I'll just a champ at heart for sure. So
what else you got?
That's in fucking GFL.
I knew it wasn't getting off the ground.
Damn.
What happened with it?
They canceled both their shows, and they said said that their funder backed out, and now they're moving the shows to June.
was it exciting you in any way?
They said
it
was.
They was like, I'm seeing some legends come up on
there. Right?
Postponing it, brother. There's no postponing it. It's canceled. Your show's canceled, and I guarantee they don't have it. And it sucks for me to say that because I was looking forward to seeing some of those guys get those, because I was hearing they were getting big paychecks, but it ain't.
They was digging motherfuckers out the grave. If some of the matches.
Ready to get tour versus Rampage.
They were going to do Chuck versus Tito #4.
15.
They was digging motherfuckers. I kept seeing shit pop. I'm talking every day shit was popping up. I was like, good
Tank
Lord,
Abbott probably. They're going to pull out. Nah.
They was digging motherfuckers out the grave.
It's not going to happen.
I'll tell you what I am excited about. I'm excited if Amanda Nunes comes back.
She's coming back.
You think?
Yeah.
I love Amanda Nunes.
She's going to come back to fight Kayla. And she's
seems
going
like
to win.
Such a gracious person, man.
I think she knocks Kayla's
I think
head
she
to the
knocks out
floor.
anybody.
Clean out.
Would you be in Nunez's corner, Kurt, for that fight?
She might bring you in for as a training partner.
I can hear her just playing. Look at this guy.
She might bring
there's
you in
nothing
as a training
there.
partner.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
I'll knock you out. Like, no,
Yeah.
I couldn't.
She'll sleep you.
So, I gotta say something. So before you smacked me and told me to shut up. So fucking Ian Garry was on talking shit about
Don't
you
do
there.
this. You about to do this?
I am. I'm asking. He hit him up and said you was born.
No, man.
I thought you said he inboxed you.
No, somebody inboxed me.
Oh, okay. I thought you said he hit you up.
You think Ian Garry hit me up?
That's what I thought. He hit him up to say something short.
You gotta use context clues. Who the fuck am I?
Yeah,
That shit is crazy.
Yo,
I thought you said that.
Yo, bitch.
And you were like, someone sent me something, and here he said, I'm like,
Nah, somebody sent me a clip where
Yeah,
it
I'm
was
going
like,
full
he's had
troll
that in his
mode.
fucking brain for like 4 minutes.
Full fucking troll mode I'm going on.
That's wild.
Ian, you're fucking getting it.
he definitely wanted to
That's the one who lets people sleep with his wife, right?
Jesus
That's
Christ.
crazy.
And he's friends with them because their balls touch.
Start to wrap it up.
Hold up.
They let their balls
What
touch.
else you
He's
got?
friends with them.
Oh
What
my
else you
god.
got?
No, man, happy Easter. How was your Easter, man?
My Easter was good. Baby's first Easter. Hung out with my in-laws. Hung out with my baby. How about you? You
Good.
you got 14 fucking kids.
Got to see my grandson yesterday.
Them peeps got tore up, didn't they?
Nah, we buy them. They're just like,
Ew, I
they're
hate
just there.
Peeps are nasty.
Yo, you gave
I
me.
never liked peeps.
Yo, I want to throw it at the people. Like, why the fuck did you bring this?
Yeah, buy
I
them,
used
but
to
you
feel
don't
that way as
eat
a
them.
kid. I used to be
It's
like,
like candy cane.
Carrot
Yeah.
candy.
Yeah.
Carrot candy.
trash.
Trash on Halloween. Like, why are you giving this out? We hate you. We fucking hate you, ladies.
Peeps are like, what the fuck? Who the fuck makes these?
like, man, I can't wait for
And look,
peeps.
I
on
can't wait
Easter.
to crush.
Serial killers.
Why are they still in business? Like, what factory is pumping out fucking
Shit.
little peeps?
For yesterday.
Cancer
I
producing.
bought them for their baskets, but it's just decoration.
Bro, let me
kids
tell you.
don't eat that shit.
Let me tell
I
you.
went to church.
There you go.
Anybody on here that hasn't gone to church because they got away from it, go back to church.
I went
It's
to
actually-
church.
it's
I
actually
got a
really
number
good.
6 with a large soda.
I was about to say it's funny because, like I said, I grew up in church too, but I was watching yesterday. I was like, it's Easter, blah blah shit, like my mom used to do. So I'm watching Passion of the Christ. If you remember that joint, Mel Gibson.
I watched that for the first time.
Oh
2
my
days
God,
ago.
listen.
The shit, I hate it.
It's a
It's
very
good
powerful movie, right?
Oh yeah, but
I'm watching this on the couch. I'm chilling. My
wait,
kids.
when did you watch this?
Last night.
That's crazy. I watched it, dude.
Look. I'm watching this. It's so graphic. It's just well put together, right?
Yeah.
I'm watching this shoot. My kids come sit on the couch. They watching it with me. They asking questions like, "What did he do?" and this and that, blah blah. I don't push too hard. Or I want the experience to be with the growth, right? So we're going through this. Watching the joint. And then my kid was like, "Pop, I got another question." I was like, "What's going on?" She was like, "Who was recording it while it was happening?" Right? Because she was like, "Is the blood right?" She was like, the blood real, this and that, blah blah. She was like, "Why were the cameras back then? And who was just recording it while it was happening?" I was like,
Great question.
my daughter, like, bro, right? You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, it's a movie, baby. It's a movie, but it's very, very well depicted and shoot.
Listen,
have you ever seen that movie, The Passion of the Christ?
Not in years.
It's brutal,
bro.
Not in years.
So I always avoided.
It's not
watching
even in English, right?
It's in Aramaic.
Arabic.
So I've always avoided watching it.
Yeah.
I just like I don't know. I always thought it was like, man, why would you make a movie about that? Like and then I watched it and I still don't like the movie. I don't, but it was good, and it just shows you how powerful that moment was. And it's one of the longest recorded, like, you know, true events.
Yeah.
Whether you're a faith-based person or not.
Yeah.
And it made me, I couldn't wait to go to church. And then I thought they had it was a good Easter. And I had my first fucking 4-bagger on the fucking cornhole, bro.
Nice.
I got to sign my name on those custom boards. I'm hyped.
Nice.
I was telling him real quick, but yo, back in the day, Easter was like
the shit.
top holiday.
Yeah.
Now I was like, Easter ain't got that feel like it used.
Nah.
But
You knew who the dirt balls were though in school. They wore the same outfit the following day to school to be fresh Monday. Dirty motherfucker.
As fresh as you used to get on Easter was sick, but it really went like Christmas. Thanksgiving and Easter was kind of like, for me, it was flip flop.
Christmas is always
Christmas was
number
first.
one for me.
Thanksgiving and Easter was like right
now,
there.
I love Christmas.
I know you say a big Christmas guy.
I'm a big Christmas guy.
Big Christmas. You got your kid to share. It's gonna be a great Christmas.
Oh
for you.
yeah.
Our holiday movie for Easter is usually Sister Act 2.
I never. What the fuck is that?
9:30.
Always wanted to sing in the choir after that movie.
Sing it real quick. Go ahead, real quick. Sing your favorite.
Jesus washed it away.
What I want.
You don't want to hear that
Go ahead,
shit.
real quick. I'm giving you the mic.
No,
Let's hear it, Justin.
Bro, I couldn't carry a tuna for that handles.
La 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 la.
You be Whoopi Goldberg?
No, get out of here.
I want to see this.
You never seen Sister Act?
Nah.
You never see Sister Act 2?
Nah.
Tell
Damn,
you that
bro.
they got the white kid in the choir with the jean jumper on with the shorts. Yo, he's killing it.
I never saw it.
Last thing, because I know y'all got to go train. Just one more time. Tickets. 4 tickets to Newark. Look out for the post. It's going up with the pod. I want to see some people go. I think, obviously you'll be there.
I'll be there. Yeah, of course.
Sean Brady will be there. Catch him on the bathroom break. He pisses a lot, y'all. So if you literally stand by the bathroom, if you can see his section, find the exit.
I'll be in the bathroom.
He's literally going to piss at the event at least 5-6 times.
I'll be at the bathroom.
Right, so that's your best time to catch him.
I gotta pee right now.
But yo, sign up. Please do. Like I said, it's literally going to be a matter of following some pages and that's it, man. Follow some pages and signing up for
one thing. Guys, real quick.
Out of the doc.
Check out Joey's documentary. I'm telling you now, you will understand this man.
On Roku.
It's going to have you on a fucking emotional roller coaster. You will become an even bigger fan. I appreciate Joey even more watching this shit. I just watch his documentary on Roku TV, please, and then
it's free, right?
Yeah, it's free, and just give him a shout out back. You'll totally understand why Joey's the way he is.
Last thing I want to say, this episode was brought to you. Probably, I don't know. I'm real passionate.
Oh, God.
I'm very passionate. This episode was brought to you by. This episode was brought to you by our boys at Philly Jeweler. I know Philly Jeweler personally. It's one of the nicest people you could ever meet. Him and his family are a jewelry shop down in the city. Yep. I think they're on Jewelers Road or something like that.
Yep.
They like literally when I did my wife's wedding ring, he helped me find my band. They do custom pieces. This episode, like, go to Philly Jeweler, follow them, comment under the thing BradyBagz sent us. But episode is brought to you by
Dry ass tongue.
Philly Jeweler. My boy Garry, his family, like I said, some of the nicest people you could ever meet. Go support them. If you need a jeweler, DM them, reach out to them. They can help you out.
He said dry ass tongue.
Stick it all in his mouth.
That was a good one.
I'm going to shoot the shit out you.
I only believe you because you're laughing when you said it.
Go follow my boy at Family Jeweler. Garry, like I said, the family, we appreciate you for supporting the show and everything like that. So go follow my boy at Philly Jeweler. That's it, man.
Shout out to Blade.